So
Thanks,
let's
James.
dive in. Before we get to what's coming, I want to go back and talk about the diner episode because I think that's hands down your best episode so far. That was definitely a Julie episode for me. What was it like shooting that thing? Because it had to be intense.
Oh, it was very, very intense. And it was actually the big breakdown in episode 2 was my very first day on set for season 2.
Oh,
Because I
good.
had
Like, welcome, Hannah. Here, we're just going to hand you this.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this today because my other scene got canceled. And it was like, well, we're doing this. And I was like, okay, well, let's just get into it. And but it was good. It was a really good atmosphere on set. And I had all my old co-stars and they were also supportive and all the new people. I didn't feel uncomfortable around anyone. So it was a really good atmosphere to work in.
That's really great. And obviously, we're glad the dad survived. Obviously. And that's great for Julie and for the family. But do you kind of feel like it's interesting? Like nobody's asking like how he survived. Like Tom was right there. He didn't make it. And somehow dad makes it. I just don't feel like it seems like we're not addressing like how dad made it. Is that weird?
I mean, I feel like I kind of understand how he made it. He was quiet. Like the second that Tom got attacked, you can see Jim instantly is like, okay, I'm gonna shut up. I'm not gonna talk. And Jim was off to the side. He couldn't even see Brick or Tom. He kept saying, like, I can't see Tom, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. So he was like off in a different section. So the monster just didn't see him and Jim shut the hell up. So I think that's
You
why.
you can understand the paranoia when it comes to this show, right? Like you got to almost question everything, don't you?
Oh yeah, everything. Everything is like, wait, how did that happen? And how did but like they all have their answers and
I just feel like I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop on this show. That's what it is for me. But it's not just dad though. We got mom starting to see things, starting to maybe break down a little bit. But Julie's picking up on it. How concerned is she for mom right now?
Julie is very, very concerned for her mom. And, the first thing she sees is when they're leaving the closet area to go get clothes, she can see that her mom saw something that she didn't see. And that's just instant panic because she knows something is not right. She doesn't know if there's a monster that she saw, if they're out in the daytime, like she doesn't know anything that's going on. So it's a lot to also see your parents go through that. So it's really riding on Julie's shoulders a lot. And it's causing her to feel lots of stress on her parents' behalf.
Obviously, Jim's stressed as well, and maybe he's starting to lose it too, or maybe he's becoming a little bit more clear because we actually saw a little bit of a tease in this in the trailer too. So this isn't really a spoiler. He's got a very interesting theory about why they're there or something like that. So is Julie going to back dad on this? You think, or is she going to think he's nuts?
Jim definitely he starts to slip a little bit this season. I mean, obviously this town has an effect on everybody, but I think after the house collapse and also the voice on the radio, it really hits Jim differently than everyone. And I think that Julie's just trying to keep the balance within the family. She's trying to, be around them and be with them as much as possible because she almost lost everyone. So I think that she's gonna try to support her dad, but also understanding that dad, this is not like you can't be doing this. And you'll see that later on. There's a good moment between Jim and Julie later on and like the later episodes. So you'll see that.
Excellent, excellent. I'm just wondering how Ethan's holding it together so well. I don't know if it's just the youth or what it is, but how is he holding it together? Is it big sister? What's going on here?
Ethan is a strong kid. Like season 1, he had his moments where he was like kind of whiny and but so was Julie, like they had to grow together, like these two siblings. Like they were kids coming into this town, but they're sure as hell not kids anymore. They have to grow up. And even Tabitha, in 3, she's talking to him like, I need you to understand what this place. And he goes, I know it's dangerous, but I'm okay. Like he understands, even though he's just a kid, he understands what's going on. So he's a mature one.
No doubt about that. We actually see that Julie's helping more than just her family. We saw her offer to help Elgin sort of adjust to life in the town as well. Could we see maybe a friendship brewing there, or is she just kind of maybe trying to pay it forward a little bit?
I think it's a mixture of both. I think she understands that Fatima did this for her, Fatima and Ellis. And I think that, not trying to impress Fatima, but understanding like you did this for me, I'm gonna do this for you and I can maybe take over your role a bit. And also I think that she's just trying to reach out to people in town. And Elgin is a really interesting character. So it's one that Julie would probably want to go chat with.
Excellent. Really quickly, Hannah, what's your favorite fan theory that you've seen on social media so far for the show?
I really like, I mean, it's kind of a classic theory, but I kind of like the idea that this is maybe a purgatory. I saw one the other day that it was everybody had gotten into a car crash and everybody had crashed into the tree. And then this is like death. So that was like everyone sees the tree. And that was their last moments. And now they're in this like, I thought that was cool.
Wow. Well, I mean, I guess you never go. No, we're gonna have to keep watching to find out. From airs every Sunday on MGM Plus, and we can't wait to see more straight great stuff from Julie. Hannah, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.